baby! Out of sight! Ready to start recording?
I have yet to find any tape, so no. It is a reel for a tape recorder. I am sure you can figure out what is missing. You may want to see me cavort in filth, but that is one thing you cannot make me do. Oh, yes! I will drive this up to Michael's diner and bring the place down. Patience, Eliza, patience. Just a few more weeks, and the demolition team will let me push that button. Excuse me, Max, but I need to borrow the reporter. It will not be long.
What a surprise! Eliza Barrett's stealing the spotlight!
There are some things I would like to ask you, Miss Peterson.
Oh, if you insist.
I cannot help but notice your recording device. I have been assaulted by multitudes of reporters, but have never seen a machine such as yours.
Oh, this little thing. My mother made it for me. She's really good at tinkering.
Your mother? How sweet. It is heartening to see such a strong bond between parent and child. Anyway, what I was trying to say was, I need your recorder, Ms. Peterson.
And I need some classified information. Perhaps we can arrange a trade?
You think a mere tape recorder is worth the price of confidential information I might possess?
As I mentioned, this one is very special to me. So, it makes sense that I need something special in return, yes?
Before I hand this to you, you must promise to keep it safe. It is for your eyes only. Do not mention anything in your article that could betray military secrets.
Don't worry. Nothing I'll do with that information will damage my country in any way.
Wonderful. Now, if you would not mind. Pleasure doing business with... Wait, where is the tape?
You asked for the recorder and you have it. As for the tape, well, you strike me as a resourceful woman. I'm sure you'll manage.
Wait, you had another one this whole time?
A reporter is always ready for any situation, Miss Barrett.
Very well, Mr. Huckleberry. Let us get started. Now, Mr. Huckleberry, I have upheld my end of the deal. I expect you will do the same.
Not so fast. You gotta send it to Crooked Deal Records. They'll do the rest.
Excuse me? Why do I have to do that?
'Cause it was your idea to put Amos in charge of the mail?
Fair enough. Send this to Crooked Deal Records. It is urgent.
Can I finish crying first?
If you must. But I made a campaign promise to send this out today, so cry quickly, please. All things considered, today has been a good day for the Barrett administration. Time to head home and get some well-deserved rest. Well, well, well. My offspring trying to sneak home after staying out too late. What a surprise.
Stop calling me that, would you?
Now, what weak excuse do you have to offer me this time?
I was at the school library studying for finals.
There are no final exams in the middle of summer.
I was obviously studying for next year's finals, duh. Everyone else does what they want. Why can't I?
If everyone else decided to jump off a cliff, would you jump too?
I mean, like, everyone?
No! The answer you are looking for is no!
Wait, what the hell was that?
Enough! Mary Elizabeth Anderson, go to your room now! Nothing ever seems to get through that thick skull of hers.
We have a situation in the Southwest, son. Are you familiar with a town called... I need you to go down there. Tonight. One of our birds just went dark after a mid-air collision. Usually that wouldn't be an emergency, but there was an A-bomb aboard. And if they crashed into what we think they did, things could get complicated. First, you'll need to recover our cargo. Next, find what hit our boys and bring it into our custody.
Understood, sir.
To ensure there's no chance of this getting out, you'll be launching Project Tranquility once you arrive at the target location. Wexler and McGill assured me everything is ready to be tested.
With all due respect, sir, I don't feel comfortable field testing that equipment on our own people.
John, the state of the nation demands gentle handling, and this would cause one hell of an uproar. Whether you want to believe it or not, Project Tranquility's our best option. Besides, testing this now could prevent armed conflict in the future.
Understood. If I may, sir, the energy requirements of Project Tranquility are extremely high.
We're in luck, General. The construction of the Mammoth Butte Dam was completed just a few weeks ago. It is scheduled to become the primary source of electricity for the area next year. But it's already fully operational. Now, this mission is of the utmost secrecy. You'll be going dark. I won't be able to contact you once you're in the field, so plan accordingly.
Yes, sir. God damn it! Attention all personnel! Prepare to mobilize immediately! Move, move, move!
What has my offspring done now?
It's not about Betty this time, Eliza. It's Lincoln. There was a plane crash last night.
That is fine. He is fine. Nod your head, Amos. Agree with me.
Eliza.
I must go to him. Is he in the hospital? Is he conscious?
He's at the airfield, but we can't get in there right now. They're on lockdown until they figure out what the hell happened last night.
We need to start making calls immediately. Get the sheriff on the phone.
I'm the sheriff.
The marshal, then. Or the Marines. No, call the Coast Guard. They always know what to do in these situations.
Okay, listen to me for just a second, Eliza. Come with me now, and I'll drive you to Lincoln when we're done. Maybe the lockdown will be over by then.
Fine, damn it. I will come with you.
They arrived yesterday, right after the accident, and they built this whole base in less than 12 hours. Eliza, something seriously strange is going on.
You bet there's something strange going on. I do not remember approving that building permit. And more importantly, I do not recall receiving any payment for that building permit. Who else knows about this?
No one in town knows anything, and the governor won't take my calls.
Can you blame him? The last few times you called him, you babbled about chipmunk gangs like a lunatic.
Can we focus on the important thing here? What the hell should we do about this?
Have you tried talking with the people here?
Of course I did. But they always give me the same answer. Look.
Stop right there.
See?
Well, we did everything we could. Now I suggest we...
Eliza!
Fine, but let me handle this, okay?
God, this is the highlight of my day. Do not touch that, ma'am. What the hell is your problem? Can't you see I'm on break?
Since you seem to lack common sense, I will be nice and explain it to you. Soldiers have guns. Since you did not understand the first time, let me try this. Bad men. Pew pew. Bad. That would be pointless. Amos already has a salary. What more do you want me to give him? A tiny room with meager rations, one chair, and very little water. I hope Joseph does not see this, or he will start demanding better conditions.
I hate killing before breakfast, but I'll do what I have to do. Okay, that does it. Who do I have to kill to finish my meatballs in peace?
You had better watch your tone, Private. I am Mayor Eliza Barrett.
Congratulations on your success, ma'am. But you could be the Queen of England for all I care.
I can make your life a living hell much more easily than the Queen of England can. Now, I suggest you let me speak to whoever is in charge of this operation.
That's not gonna happen. The General...
Are you aware of my 85-point plan for community-based economic restructuring?
What?
Oh, you are not? Allow me to elaborate then. I intend to amend the zoning regulations by Resolutions 1104-1943 RT, as related to approved uses in Commercial Zone C4 to C252.5. This means we need to cross-reference Statute A11B.5, which governs the use of non-indigenous building materials. And if you like number 34, just wait until you hear about number 35. It is very complicated, but...
Oh! Just stop, please! You're gonna drive me insane!
Are you sure? 35 is quite interesting. It details financial legislation affecting rodents, raccoons, and other...
Ma'am, the General is not here, and I don't know when he'll be back.
Why did you not tell me that 6 hours ago?
Believe me, I tried. You wouldn't stop talking.
You have made a powerful enemy today, Private. I will go back to my office, grab my book, and by the time I am done, not even your grandmother will...
Eliza! Please excuse her. It's a very stressful time. She's concerned about losing a voter this close to the election. Come on, let's go. There's nothing more we can do here. Look, I hate to suggest this, but remember my brother-in-law, the one in the FBI? He's a pain in the neck, but maybe he can dig around and find some info for us. Look, I know it's scary, but there's not much you can do for Lincoln until he comes out of the coma. Why don't you go back to work? I'm sure the campaign needs your attention.
You know, Amos, you might be right. Work is just what I need to keep my mind off this predicament.
Great, but please don't go just yet. I need moral support for this phone call.
You've reached the best agent the FBI has to offer. What can I do for you tonight?
Hey, Jack, it's Amos.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
Come on, Jack, you know I wouldn't call if it wasn't important.
Listen, Amos, it's late, and I don't want you to think I don't care about you or your problems. But I don't. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna...
Will you listen to me for once in your life, goddammit? Something really serious is going down here. You have to help us.
Get it through your thick skull. Unless it's for a federal crime, it's not my problem. Is this about the federal crime?
No, but the military...
Always a pleasure, Amos. Take care of yourself. Adios.
Are you all right, Amos?
Damn showboating prick. Ugh. Yes, I'm fine. I don't know what else I expected, but he's not going to help unless it's a federal crime.
A federal crime, you say?
Eliza, what are you scheming about?
Oh, never you mind. Just keeping myself occupied, as you said. I will see you later, Amos. With all that has happened today, I nearly forgot to go to the church and check up on Father Jenkins.
Can I help you, ma'am?
Who are you? And where is Father Jenkins?
The name's Jack Riley. And Father Jenkins is off on a well-earned vacation.
What? Why was I not informed?
You know how long it takes news to get here from Rome.
I must call bovine droppings on this one.
What?
Enough. You are barely credible as a man, let alone a priest. But you know what? I will have Amos sort this out. It is not worth my time.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Now, that is a much faster way of confirming my suspicions. Where is Father Jenkins, you fraudulent fiend?
Look, the father's getting ready for a one-way trip to paradise. He might even live long enough to unpack his suitcase, provided you cooperate.
Oh, this is outrageous. Fine. What do you want from me?
Buckle up, sweet cheeks, because we're gonna rob the First National Bank.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Perhaps. Now listen. I have it on good authority that the bank's got a literal fortune hidden in the vault. Over $500,000 in cash. Oh, and the recipe for something called special sauce. Name on that account is Michael Walker.
Why did you not tell me that first? You did not need the subterfuge. I would have signed up in a heartbeat.
Who cares? The point is, $500,000 is just sitting there, waiting to be snatched up. Just focus on doing a clean job. You'll get your cut, don't worry.
Fine, but what about Jenkins?
After I reach my safe house, I'll send you a telegram with his location. You can go get him yourself.
Is there anything we need to get before the operation?
Well, we're gonna need disguises, of course. I also need you to speak with a buddy of mine, Name of Harrelson. He's an expert safecracker. Then we gotta find someone who can disable the alarm for us and...
Slow down. It sounds like you are placing a lot of trust in me. And by trust, I mean making me do all your dirty work.
What part of being blackmailed do you not understand, lady? You don't get to choose the terms. You just get to carry them out.
Then I should begin immediately. The sooner I start, the sooner this will be over.
Not so fast. There's one more thing. You gotta make sure the park is empty. No potential witnesses.
And just how do you expect me to accomplish all that?
If you are really as smart as you seem to think you are, you'll find a way.
About the heist. What sort of disguises did you have in mind?
I don't care. As long as we can move in them and they hide our identities, they're fine.
Who is this Harrelson, and how can we find him?
Harrelson's a friend. We're in the same general line of work. Now, we didn't come here together, which must mean he's here to do a job. That's gonna be his first and only priority. So your job is to convince him to take this side gig.
Why can you not just ask him yourself?
Are you kidding? One stranger in a town this size is unusual enough, let alone two. I feel a lot safer hiding in here. I draw less attention that way. Plus, there's a bunch of free booze in the basement.
Well, how am I supposed to even find him?
I've been in here all day, but I saw him having a coffee at the diner this morning. I guess you could try there. Might be hard to talk him into this, though.
Convincing people to do things is my greatest talent. I bet you will even learn a thing or two from me.
Yeah? You're gonna learn to shut up, or do you have more questions?
How do you expect me to disable the alarm?
That's your problem, honey. But you must know everyone in town. I'm sure you'll find someone to help you.
And if I don't?
Father Jenkins bites it.
I can hardly ban tax-paying residents from public spaces. What do you suggest I tell them?
You're the politician. Make some empty promises or threats. As long as no one's there to see the heist go down, I don't care what you do.
We should talk about this later.
All right.
When you decided to go after Michael Strongbox and come to this town, were you not worried about our sheriff? Amos is a legendary lawman.
Yeah, legendary for being gullible. I mean, the guy believes in the Sasquatch. How could anyone take him seriously? What a joke. Anyway, I've been sending him anonymous reports of weird creatures and mysterious entities for months. I bet he's been pretty distracted lately, hasn't he?
So it was you! You are the one filling his head with inane stories about mobster woodchucks.
Mobster woodchucks? What? No, I just planted fake Sasquatch footprints around the lake. What the hell is a mobster woodchuck?
Since money is clearly what you are after, perhaps you would be willing to consider a different arrangement.
Maybe. What are you offering?
I offer to pay you directly for his rescue, in full, over a series of budget-friendly monthly installments. Let us say at the rate of $10 a month?
Under those conditions, I can't guarantee you'll get him back in one piece. It's money now, or Father Jenkins never.
Damn. You would be surprised how often that works. I would like to know more about you, Mr. Riley.
All you need to know right now is how to prepare for the heist. If you do a good job, maybe I'll consider answering more questions.
That will be all, Mr. Riley. I must go.
Wait, before you leave, I have to give you the password.
Password? What password?
You know, a secret code so Harrelson knows who's sending you.
Oh, that kind of password. Well, what is it?
One that you'll easily remember. I'd like to rent a room with cheese, please. Now, get moving. You've got a job to do. And remember, not one word to the fuzz.
I will hold up my end of the bargain, never doubt that. And, Mr. Riley, if anything happens to Father Jenkins, you had better pray to whatever God you believe in, because nothing in this world or the next will spare you from the wrath of Eliza Barrett. The patron saint of the highway. The myth says he used his divine powers to crash a plane into a gorge. The patron saint of the Great Loom. Weaving my fate? No, thank you. I make my own destiny. The patron saints of freelance holy justice. Sometimes I think we would be better off with these two in charge. Then again, trouble does follow them everywhere. I remember the old sequoia trees we used to have in town. Good to see the tallest one is still hanging around. I cannot believe I have to save Jenkins' hide again. Focus, Eliza. Picking up 3 costumes and getting Mr. Riley's friend to help us should not be a problem. Then we have to remove any potential witnesses from the park. That part might prove tricky. And I have no clue how to disable the alarm at the bank. Well, it is going to be a long night. Better get to it.
Miss Mayor, what brings you to my humble stand?
You can stop pretending, Mr. Vasquez. No one is watching. I am pleased to see you have everything up and running already.
Then I guess you're here for an update on Operation Trash Collection.
In due time. First, I would like to talk about something else.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I need you to return to the safe house immediately.
No mames. What happened now? Did we get busted?
No, nothing like that. I just need you to go there because of reasons.
Is this a test, Senora Barrett? You were very specific about me not leaving my post.
Mr. Vasquez, your dedication is admirable, but you must go back to the safe house now.
If you want me to deviate from the plan that much, you need to tell me what's going on. Something's fishy about this. I don't think you're a woman who changes her mind on a whim.
The coming of the legendary Taco Smith has been foretold for centuries. It was written in the stars that a man with a dark and tragic past will serve a mighty queen. According to the story, if the man does everything the queen orders, he shall reap great rewards. However, if he...
Senora, with all due respect, I'm a grown man. I don't believe in fairy tales.
If he does not fulfill every single one of the queen's commands, he will not receive his end of contract bonus.
Ay, Dios mío. Okay. I'm not gonna argue with the boss. I just need to clean up and shut down these pinche fogones.
Of course. We would not want another explosion to blow our cover. Literally.
Don't worry, Senora Barrett. I'll be gone in a few minutes.
If he said he will be leaving, he will be leaving. No need to rush him. Anyway, we still have other matters to attend to. I'm not a big fan of vinegar. I will leave it there in case someone needs it in the future. The original Pinche vinegar. Pinche refers to the fermentation technique.
No, it definitely doesn't.
Who goes there? It's just the mayor.
What is going on here, Deputy?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk with you right now, ma'am.
A lovely tree that serves as a home for some equally lovely chipmunks. Deputy McCord, a word, please.
Shh, not now, Miss Mayor.
Deputy, I must insist.
And I must insist on the opposite, ma'am. Those chipmunks could be anywhere. At least this'll get me the money I deserve.
What money? You are an intern. You do not get paid.
Oh, I'll get paid, all right. I'll get a big reward when I stop those chipmunks from robbing the bank.
That has to be the silliest thing I have heard in my life. What gives you this ludicrous notion?
I've thought of two possible motives. One, they're planning to buy and sell huge amounts of narcotics and need money from the bank to fund it. Or two, they worship the bank as some kind of deity.
Or perhaps there are chipmunks in the park because that is their natural habitat?
No, they're up to something. I can feel it.
Great. How do I get rid of this one? Mr. Huckleberry, ruining someone's night, I see.
Ruin? No way! My music's gonna lull them into the sweetest dreams they've ever had.
Or nightmares.
Are you here for a reason, or did you just drop by to needle me?
It is a bit late for your tuneless screeching. Please call it a night.
Why would I do that? I just got started.
The worse you play, the darker the sky gets. If you keep going, it might cause a thunderstorm, and this town has no flood protection.
It might be nice to feel a little desert rain on my skin.
That is not my point.
Hey, I know. Tell Betty to get out here. Between my playing and her dancing, I'm sure we'll conjure up the storm of the freaking century. It'll be awesome!
I need to stop giving people ideas. How do I put this subtly?
Ma'am, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
Alrighty then. Mr. Huckleberry, are you aware that people are joining this space program because of you?
I don't think I follow.
Simply put, your infernal screeching is so horrible that some of our fellow citizens would rather strap themselves to a missile and be shot into the vastness of space just to get as far away from you and your music as humanly possible. Perhaps a tad harsh, but it did get him to stop playing. Now, if I could only find a way to make him leave as well. I have a request, Mr. Huckleberry, if you are up to the task.
Let me guess. Hail to the chief?
Actually, I was going to ask if you could play something to make people leave the park.
You want me to play badly?
Yes, just the usual.
Oh, not to be rude, but this isn't really the kind of gig I had in mind.
How are things with your baby girl?
She's not the same after that filthy pig put his grubby hands on her.
At least the two of you have been reunited.
I'm thinking of suing the sheriff's office over this.
No, they cannot afford a lawsuit.
Sorry, Miss Mayor, but I feel I deserve compensation for this.
Listen to me, you paltry excuse for a musician. If you so much as look up a lawyer's phone number, I will make sure your baby girl disappears forever. Get ready to play the tambourine, because you will never see your guitar again. I see your recent encounter with the sheriff has taught you well.
Yeah, I want to keep my distance from that guitar napper.
Goodbye, Mr. Huckleberry.
Go with the flow, Miss Mayor. Just a second, ma'am. Before you go, could I interest you in my songwriting skills? I could create a real catchy theme song for your campaign.
Interest is a strong word. But your music might just get me the youth vote. I suppose it is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Let me jam you the jammiest jam that's ever been jammed. Pretty good, huh? Got a real political vibe. Well, when do I start?
After much more consideration than you deserve, I have decided that I want you as far away from me and my campaign as physically possible. I need to disable the alarm. Otherwise, I will be working from Amos's basement office. And I do better when I have fresh air and sunshine. And where would I go with it? Corona? Ha! Not in a million years. My goodness, Maxwell. This is far better than I thought it would be.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean, huh?
Oh, Max. I'm just teasing. But really, the bar looks wonderful. You did an amazing job.
I sure did. And I did it all by myself. I don't have minions to do the heavy lifting, unlike some people.
We have been over this 100 times, Max. You cannot just borrow Joseph whenever you feel like it. Besides, I am quite sure you can lift more than he can.
True. Anyway, welcome to the Kamehameha Tiki Bar and Lounge, Eliza. The best and only Polynesian drinking establishment on this side of Oahu. You ready to say aloha to a good time?
This really brings back memories of the good old days.
It really does, doesn't it? So, what brings the mayor to my humble establishment? I'm guessing the grand opening isn't the real reason you came in.
Max, Jenkins has been kidnapped by a ruffian named Jack Riley.
All right! I was just thinking to myself how boring civilian life could be. I still have some C4 left over from my last mission. Let me just grab it and... What?
Perhaps you should try something a bit more subtle?
No way! I did subtle for way too long. And now I want to blow stuff up. If you want my help, we do it my way. Going once, going twice.
Fine, I will handle this myself. What does a lady have to do to get her hands on a fancy drink here?
She usually either has to give me money or a free drink flyer.
Luckily, I have a flyer right here.
Did you notice how incredibly detailed the design is on these? The colors, the typeface. I spent weeks just thinking about how wide I wanted the border to be. And here, look at the background color. Know why I chose that?
Max, I am sure you worked hard, but this is just an advertisement. Most of these will end up in a trash can.
Well, yours didn't.
Anyway, where is my free drink?
One round KO, coming right up.
I am sure I do not even have to ask, but...
We've been through thick and thin together. I've always got your back. Besides, you're the best politician I know. You deserve to be mayor, and you have my support.
I knew I could count on you, Maxwell. Finally, someone that does not ask for something in return.
Now that you mention it, there is one thing.
No, do not dare to...
Just ribbing you. That said, maybe you could help me out. I need some live music for the bar, and I haven't had much luck. Maybe you could ask around?
Anything for a friend.
Great! The ad's over there on the pinboard.
Live music? Ugh, just what this place needs.
Actually, it's exactly what this place needs. Some live music should really cheer up the clientele.
What clientele?
Exactly. But first, I need your expertise. I had Frank Cooper draw up this contract for me since he has more business experience. I can't make heads or tails of this legal jargon, though. Can you look it over for me?
I suppose I could. I would not want you to be cheated, after all. Max, do you mind if I take this outside? I cannot abide that stench.
Go ahead. I'll wait.
This is quite an aggressive contract. What a mind Mr. Cooper has for paperwork. Upon signing this document, employee promises to clean employer's home and all personal effects. Hardly standard in a musician's contract. But it heartens me to think of those freeloaders being put to real work. By the Sons of Liberty! How dare you steal from me? Well, Max, the good news is that while morally bankrupt, the contract seems to be perfectly legal. The bad news...
Oh, come on! Don't tell me it was that damn eagle again!
Well, if there is nothing else you need...
Not so fast. Go ask Frank. Maybe he has another copy.
Must I?
No, you're welcome to track down that eagle and steal the contract back before she eats it.
What on earth is that putrid stench?
My only customer. Aloha, Eliza.
Mahalo, Maxwell. I would love to catch up with you if you have the time.
I've always got time for you, honey.
Queen Kapiolani's dress. God, that brings me back.
That was the best caper we ever pulled off.
What a pair of troublemakers we were. Would you mind if I borrowed it for a while? I just want to try it on for old time's sake.
Yes, I mind. We agreed that whoever looked best in it could keep it, and I won fair and square.
I thought I looked great in it.
Yeah, well, amazing beats great, hun. It's staying with me.
Have you heard from Monique?
Well, not since you convinced her that I died.
In retrospect, perhaps I was a tad too enthusiastic about it. But you have to admit, it was a flawlessly executed plan.
Flawless? We had to hold a fake funeral!
But she left you alone, right? Therefore, it was a success.
Yeah, well, you forgot to tell my mom it was fake. She still hasn't forgiven you for that. Hell, she hasn't forgiven me either.
Can you tell me about your last mission again?
Berlin, 1945. We were laying low when the order came in. Captain Rogers had found our target's secret hideout in the city outskirts. By the time we got there, the hideout was heavily guarded on all sides. No easy way in. Until Private Ryan got a brilliant idea. Borrow a tank and shoot ourselves right through a window. Worked like a charm. Except for good old Ryan himself. He hit the wall. God rest his soul. The guards were on us in no time. But all it took was one good look at us to make them realize it was better for their health to pretend they hadn't seen a thing. We moved through the bunker unimpeded until there was only a door between us and evil incarnate. I kicked the door down, ready to show that bastard how we do things in America! And that's when everything went FUBAR! Somehow, that bastard had known we were coming and welcomed us with a deafening rain of fire and bullets! I managed to samba my way through it, but the rest of my team weren't so lucky. My men, dead before they crossed the threshold, and me with only a coconut left in my inventory. But I knew that all good people's hopes in this world were within that coconut. So I snuck behind him while he reloaded his guns and did what I do best. His last words were, "Was machst du mit dieser Kokosnuss?" Or that's how it could have gone. But it didn't, because he was dead when we got there. Yep, killed himself just like the official report says.
Are you excited to file your first list of tax-deductible business expenses?
Well, excited isn't the first word that pops in my head when talking about taxes. But that 50% cut you gave me the other day? You're a lifesaver!
What the hell are you talking about?
I called you at home the other day and asked about it. Don't you remember?
I have no memory of such conversation. What did I even tell you?
It was something like, "The divine Mayor Barrett grants you a 50% tax cut. Henceforth, you shall pay as little in tax as possible. So saith I, ruler of this land." And then you said, "I must dash. I am having tea with Lady Bloopington and her horse," and hung up.
That was my offspring, Max, not me.
God damn it, Betty! Wait, I still get that tax break, right?
Oh, all right. But only because it is you, and only for 1 year.
Aw, thanks, Eliza. Come here so I can give you a smooch.
Ugh, I can still change my mind, you know. Do you think this venture of yours is completely sound? A Hawaiian bar in the middle of the desert?
Hey, if that guy in the park can sell tacos off a truck and be successful in just a few weeks, so can I!
The man who operates that truck is an agent I have personally hired to help bring down Michael. He goes by the name of Taquito.
Taquito. Wait, you're not talking about Taquito Vasquez, are you?
The one and only.
My Laka, that guy's a freaking legend!
I can't wait to tell my friend back at the agent. Oh yeah, secret. Crap.
We should return to this some other time.
Sure thing.
There are a lot of new faces in town lately. What do you think of our new community members?
Which new people specifically?
What is your opinion on Misters Cooper and DeLuca?
I've heard the name Marco DeLuca before. There are a lot of rumors about what he did in Chicago.
He's got a mean right hook and a business partner he'd die for. Guy named Angelo Martinelli.
Martinelli, is it? I actually wanted to ask about Ms. Hart.
Look, Eliza, you know I'm on your side, right?
What sort of question is that? Of course I do.
You do not want to be asking questions about Layla Hart. Trust me.
What is your opinion on the new school principal?
She's got big shoes to fill and no idea what's coming in September.
And I know you didn't disclose the whole flammable pencil prank story.
It would be legally inadvisable for me to do so. I mean, what flammable pencil prank? You know what? I am certain I can deal with these things by myself.
Well, I'm here for you. I got your back, no matter what.
I shall leave you to your bartending, Max.
I'll leave you to your mayoring, Eliza.
I have no time to waste on idle chatter. By Roosevelt's fireside chats. I should never have let him do this.
Can you please just start?
Hi, can everyone hear me?
Unfortunately. Oh, shouldn't have laughed so hard.
I'll take that as a yes.
Wait, I know that voice. Buckingham? Is that you? Oh, man! Long time no see, huh?
Not goddamn long enough.
Oh, always such a joker.
Ah, crap. I forgot my stupid notes. Luckily, I have a memory well, I can't remember, but it's good.